Hey, how's it going, you guys? It's petplatypus here, and it's time to review a couple more episodes of The Legend of Korra, Episode 3. This was actually a pretty cool episode. We see them practicing their thing, and apparently they need a lot of money in order to participate in the pro bending tournament. And to get money, we see its name is Bolin. I was calling him Brolin before. I still kind of want to call him Brolin for no reason, but Bolin does this little funny circus thing with his little pet fire ferret. And this shady motherfucker rides up, and he's like, "Hey," I think shady was even in his name. He rolls up, and he's like, "Hey, you want to get into some good money, man? It's legit. It's pretty legit, bro." And you know, there's like a big red flag saying "not legit" above him. Bolin ends up going with him, and Mako can't find him, so he's like, "Fuck." So he goes to visit Korra, and it's hinted that Korra has a crush on Mako, which does not surprise me at all. Pretty cliche, but we'll see where it goes. Romance was never a strong suit in Avatar, so we'll see how it goes in this version, or not this version, but this series. But yeah, they end up searching for him. They find this kid who gets money out of Mako, like a little scumbag, and they find out that he got into some trouble with these guys called the triple triad, I'm not sure, but yeah, and we get to hear a couple of gang names. I got one of the gang names, I think it was called the Agni-Kais, which was a really nice little Easter egg, not an Easter egg, but a little reference to when firebenders have like a duel. But yeah, they end up tracking them, and they're getting kidnapped, and they end up fighting these chi blockers, and there's a cool little motorcycle chase, which I can't believe I'm saying that in an Avatar episode, motorcycle chase. Cool motorcycle chase, and they fight these chi blockers, and I was wondering how the anti-benders are going to fight back, and this episode really does a good job establishing how you would fight back. They use blocking chi, and we see what the main evil dude, the fucking Shyamalan, we see what he does. And, but that's disgusting, but I'll get to that later. They fight these guys, they lose their bending temporarily because of the chi blocking, they find the protester, they know where to go. Well, not that they know where to go, but they piece together the map on the poster. They go in there in disguise to rescue Bolin, and then Shyamalan comes out. I think his name's Amon or something, but I'm still going to call him Shyamalan. He walks out, and correct me if I'm wrong, but is that Steve Bloom voicing this guy? Because that's pretty epic if he is. And he gives like a backstory about how his father died and his family was taken from him by a firebender, and I'm glad this character isn't just pure evil. I like there as a motivation for him. He wants to get rid of bending, and he can remove bending permanently. Like, he can do mind bending, or whatever it was called when Aang did it. That's awesome way to incorporate what Aang did, because a lot of people thought what Aang did was kind of an ass pull in certain ways, because it's like, oh, he can't kill the fucking Fire Lord, so he's just going to take away his bending, and he kind of not pulls it out of nowhere, but he does it. It's kind of like a cop-out, but not really. I like it, and I really love that they're reincorporating it. So that's cool. And it's kind of a scary concept, and it's pretty disgustingly powerful. He just does it, and it's like, this guy can't bend anymore. It's like, whoa. But yeah, they get into another little fight with this dude. Korra beats him. She gets all this steam going. They rescue Bolin. Yeah, and then we proceed to another fight with this dude who he looks kind of fodder, but not really. He has a more distinct design. And he has like these lightning sticks, or electricity sticks, and he's fighting them. And it's another really cool action scene, and Korra ends up coming in and saving both of them. And they bail, and fucking Shyamalan's like, no, it's good. I want her to tell the world about my power. And then meet up with Tenzin, and Tenzin's like, what happened? And she's like, he took away bending, and he's like, that's not possible. And she's like, I saw it, and he's like, fuck. Now they're worried about shit. So, yeah, definitely a pretty solid episode. Once again, animation fantastic, pacing very good. Felt like they got a lot in this episode. It was cool to see insight into Mako and Bolin's backstory about how they lost their parents and they had to, you know, do some shady shit in order to make a living and, you know, survive. That's very cool and, you know, nice backstory. Relationship growing, kind of. We'll see where that goes. But it's all very solid story progression. Seeing these villains, seeing what they're capable of. Justifying the anti-bending people as a threat, which is very good. But yeah, overall I thought it was a pretty great episode. I'm going to go, 9, I think I'll go 9 out of 10, because getting the main characters' backstories like that was very good. The villains being established and what a threat they are is very good. The pacing, overall I'm giving this a 9 out of 10 episode of Korra. I really did enjoy it. The comedy was once again on point. But yeah, that was pretty much the entire episode, so yeah, now I will talk about episode 4. Okay, you guys, so episode 4 of Korra. This was actually really, really good also. It's basically, we get Korra having this dream, and, you know, it's obviously a dream because there's a little bit of a blur effect, and, you know, she gets attacked by fucking Shyamalan, and, you know, she loses her bending in the dream, and she's scared, and we see throughout the episode that the fear of this guy is totally getting to her, and she's trying to cover it up, but yeah, the subplot is possible love triangle bullshit, which please don't. It will, I bet, but please don't. We get Mako, and I like that Mako isn't just the cool guy. He's not just the hard-ass fucking no joking around type character. I like that he got a little bit, you know, he sees the girl, I forget her name, but he's the fucking sexy bitch, who's, you know, the daughter of Hiroshi. Funny name. But yeah, you know, the last name was fucking, it was Automobile, but it was fuck it, I don't remember, but that was their last name. It blended in with the word automobile, it was like a pun or whatever, it was funny. But he meets her, and he's all flustered and stuff, and it was just kind of funny seeing this character who's kind of like a badass, but he doesn't stay in badass mode. He kind of has, like, other layers to his personality and character, which I like. And we get Korra, and, you know, fucking Shyamalan's on the radio, and he's talking his shit, and I'm loving this guy so far. But we also get this other dude. Pariston 2.0 is what I'm calling this guy. He's not like the pretty boy type, but he's this, diplomatic motherfucker who wants to put together this task force to fight the anti-Bender revolutionaries. He wants Korra to be there, and he's kind of a scumbag type guy, and I already don't like him, but I don't like him in that kind of cool way where, you know, you don't like a guy, but it's, you know, it's fun to not like them. You love to hate the character, that's what it is. And he tries to invite Korra, and he's just such a scumbag. He just walks in like, oh, hey, what's for dinner, Tenzin? Like, I'm like, this guy, right? So he has dinner with them, and Korra says no, and it's because she's scared, but she doesn't really say that. She says she's focused on airbending, and she does eventually join the task force because she goes to this ball and she meets the one girl who's with Mako, and she's kind of jealous, and I'm like, love triangle, please don't. Bo Lin in this episode's hilarious, by the way. The comedy, oh, I had to pause and reel back when when Hiroshi is talking to Mako. And he's like, so let me get this straight, you're dirt poor. I was like, oh, that's good. That was so funny, dude. He just says it. I'm like, oh, that's great. That was great. I laughed out loud. That was awesome. I teared up. It was so funny. The way he's just like, so you're dirt poor. That was greatness. And Bo Lin was funny in this episode, and yeah, overall, I thought it was actually a really great episode because we get Korra deciding to confront, because, you know, she joins the task force, she does some work, but she's still scared of him, and eventually she's just like, I challenge him, we're going to fight at the Avatar statue, and he's there later on. She gets rushed, they block her chi, and he's just like, I could take away your bending, but I got a plan, so you sit tight and I'll do that, you know, gives her fucking mercy. Tenzin goes there, rescues her, she breaks down and cries, and really good character development. It's cool that their team is going to get sponsored for the tournament, even though she's not showing up for practice, so that's going to be like a little subplot thing. But yeah, I mean, we got introduced to this one chick who's probably going to be this love triangle thing, and I don't like love triangles, but we'll see where it goes. Maybe an Avatar love triangle will be better than a normal one, because Avatar is really, really good, but then again, the romance in the original Avatar wasn't the best anyway, so we'll see. But the comedy on point in this episode, fantastic. Animation, great. Another set of really good action scenes. Nice job cutting to slow-mo and everything. It was really, really well done. The development for Korra was very, very nice as well. And I just love Shyamalan, though. Shyamalan's just a beastly villain. But yeah, overall, I thought this was actually a really, really great episode. I'm gonna go 9 out of 10 for this one as well. It didn't totally knock my socks off, but this was a pretty damn good episode. It had really strong character development, good pacing, very, very good animation, on point as fuck, amazing comedy. So 9 out of 10 for this episode of The Legend of Korra. Really, really liking this series so far. I don't even think I've gone down to like a 7.5 yet, or even an 8 for that matter. I'm really, really loving it. So yeah, we'll see where things go. If there's any episodes focused on the love triangle, that could be where some problems might start, but we'll see where things go. Oh, and one last thing I forgot to mention. She gets these brief images, and I think we see Sokka when he's older, and Toph, and Aang, maybe? And that was very, very interesting. I thought that was cool, and she's like, when Tenzin's running in, she says Aang instead of Tenzin. So it seems like she's getting flashbacks of a past life. Obviously, we've seen this in the original Avatar. So that's very, very cool. We'll see where that goes. But yeah, awesome villain, great episode, 9 out of 10. So thanks for watching this video. Tell me what you guys thought of these episodes of Korra in the comments below. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.